It rose from the tomb, Boo Buckets are back, and Scarefest Weekend, all on this Friday edition of Spill the Guts.
I like it spooky.
Hello and welcome. My name is Clint, and I am one half of your horror news, reviews, interviews, and entertainment information destination, the I Like It Spooky Horror Podcast. But today through Sunday, I will also be wearing my InkMirrors.com hat at Scarefest Weekend in Lexington, Kentucky. More on that here in a few, but let's get to the first story of today, Friday, October 20th, with this just in. First story of the day comes from 13thdimension.com, who reports that a comprehensive history of horror comics is shambling your way. If you make it a point to read horror comics this time of year, or any time of year for that matter, then you will dig the announcement that in 2024, Tomorrows will be publishing a new history of horror comics, It Rose from the Tombs, by Peter Normanton. Rising from the depths of horror history comes an all-new examination of the 20th century's best horror comics, written by Peter Normanton, editor of From the Tomb, the UK's preeminent magazine on the genre. From the pulps and seminal horror comics of the 1940s through the ones they tried to ban in the 1950s, this tome explores how the genre survived the introduction of the Comics Code before making its terrifying return during the 1960s and 70s. Come face to face with the early days of ACG's alarming line, every horror comic from June 1953, Hypodermic Horrors, DC's Gothic Romance comics, Marvel's giant-sized Terrors, Skywald and Warren's Chillers, and Atlas Seaboard's Shocking magazines. The 192-page full-color opus exhumes Bernie Wrightson's darkest constructs, plus artwork by Frank Frazetta, Neil Adams, Mike Kaluta, Steve Ditko, Matt Fox, Warren Kremer, Lee Elias, Bill Everett, Russ Heath, The Gurch, and many more. Don't turn your back on this once-in-a-lifetime spine chiller. It's so good, it's frightening. The 192-page trade paperback is due May 20th, 2024. You can already pre-order it in physical or digital media form starting at $31.95 from Tomorrows at tomorrows.com.
Witches, Draculas, space aliens. They're showing up at McDonald's for frightfully fun Halloween meals. One comes with each Happy Meal you buy.
Next story of the day comes from BloodyDisgusting.com, who lets us know that for the second year in a row, McDonald's have brought back their classic Boo Buckets for the Halloween season. Now through Halloween, fans can get in the spirit at participating McDonald's restaurants nationwide with 4 new Halloween Happy Meal designs, including Green Monster, Orange Skeleton, White Mummy, and Purple Vampire, launching for the first time since the OG Purple Boo Bucket. They'll be gone faster than you can say boo, so head to your local McDonald's to get a festive pail while supplies last.
Did somebody say McDonald's?
And it's that time once again to pause for station identification and hear from our podcast network, the PFPN.
You're listening to the Prescribed Films Podcast Network, home to hundreds of hours of free podcast entertainment. The shows on this network all have a common goal: providing you with the best discussions about movies and other forms of entertainment media. The PFPN hopes to fill your earholes with audio joy. Visit our website with links to all the other amazing shows at www.thepfpn.com. Thanks for listening.
Last story of the day is about the sinister side of Comic-Con, the Scarefest Weekend Horror Convention happening today, Friday, October 20th, through Sunday, October 22nd, at the Central Bank Center, located at 430 West Vine Street in Lexington, Kentucky. This being the 15th year of this convention is highlighted by some 70-plus horror celebrities, including A Creepshow, Terrifier 2, Sleepaway Camp, Halloween, Jaws, Final Girls of Friday the 13th, and Day of the Dead reunions. Countless vendors will be on hand, including Ted's Marvelous Custom Gumball Emporium and his neighbor, me. Inkmirrors.com will be on hand at the Half Evil booth number of 333. As of this reporting, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday passes are still available. However, Saturday passes are limited. Weekend Plus, Gold VIP, and Platinum passes are currently sold out. For more information, including the complete celebrity guest lineup, click over to scarefestweekend.com. Did I mention the actual bear from Cocaine Bear will be on hand? And that is a wrap on your Friday news. Don't forget that you can connect with the I Like It Spooky Horror podcast on all mainstream social media platforms, and to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts so you don't miss any of the 18-plus episodes we put out each month, including a new edition of Mishmash with your host Leah Stalker of Pure Macabre that releases tomorrow, chock full of information on spooky events in the state of Michigan. If you plan on attending Scarefest Weekend in Kentucky this weekend, stop by the Inkmirrors.com table at booth number 333, where I Like It Spooky Horror podcast co-host Jason will be hanging out, trying to pay people to take his autograph. Due to Scarefest, I won't be back in time to put together Monday's news for Monday, so join me back here this coming Tuesday for Monday's news on another edition of Spill the Guts.
Hey, what's wrong with you, man? Show some fucking respect for the dead, will ya?